Hello everybody, glad you made it today. Today we're going to talk about backpacking food. And we're going to talk about two different scenarios. We're going to talk about backpacking and we're going to talk about car or base camping. Now, when we talk about car and base camping, that's the first one I want to start with. It's the easiest one of all. And I'll give you an example here in just a minute. What it is you can pretty much, since you're car camping and you're not limited on space and weight, you can bring the kitchen with you. You can bring a stove, you can bring pots and pans and utensils and all those different things, and you can cook and you can eat to your heart's content. You can also prepare very sophisticated meals, and I'll show you some examples of what it takes to do that in just a minute here. The next thing we're going to talk about is backpacking food. Now when we do backpacking food, now you're talking something that's going to be lighter, something that's going to be drier, because you don't want to carry food that's wet, because water means weight. So just remember that, water equals weight. So if you're going to take something that's hydrated, in other words, like fresh fruit, or you're going to bring spaghetti that's already been cooked, those things have water inside of them. So what you want to do is you want to look for things that are dehydrated. One of my favorite things I like to use here are these backpacking meals. This is an example of a backpacking meal made by Mountain House, and I forgot to say the disclaimer, I had to buy this with my own money, and this is not an endorsement of any particular product. But Mountain House makes a very good dehydrated meal where all you have to do is add in some hot water. Also, you can use another one here from Backpacker's Pantry. That's the same thing. You just take hot water, you boil it up, you put it inside, and you let it wait, and it should taste pretty daggone good when you're done with it. And if you've been backpacking all day long, you really do want to have something that's a lot of meals. I also like to bring other things out there with me. For example, for breakfast, I like these Carnation Breakfast Essentials. They're very nice. And these actually, you have to put them in with milk. I tried them with water, but they're not very appealing. So what I did was I actually bought some powdered milk and mixed up some milk, put it into Breakfast Essentials. A very good breakfast. I also happen to like oatmeal. So Quaker oatmeal is very good. All you have to do is boil up water, and you can either pour it directly into the pouch, or you can use a cup or something like that to mix it up in. And instant grits, they're very good too. All you need is boiling water. So it works perfect. Also, you can get some hot chocolate here. This is actually Swiss Miss hot chocolate mix. Once again, boiling water, put it in a cup, stir it in, mix it, and you got hot chocolate for breakfast. For snacks along the way, I like these Kind bars. They're pretty good. They're nice and tasty. This one here, it takes exactly, or actually gives you exactly 170 calories. So if you take 4 or 5 of these and put them in your waist belt while you're backpacking and eat them along the way, that's a very, very good snack. I also like these little Cliff Shot energy things here. These are really good for giving you a quick boost of energy when you need something, whether you're climbing a hill or you take a quick break. You pop these up, stick it down your throat there, and take some water, and yum yum, gives you some very good energy. And of course, my favorite of all is Trail Butter. This right here is the dark chocolate coffee blend, and this you can also put in your waist belt or put it inside your bag or something like that. And when you're ready to go, you just pop this little top off right here, and yum yum yum. It's good stuff. And they come in different flavors too. They also come in a maple syrup flavor, and they come in just a basic peanut butter flavor. Now also, if you get tired of eating those backpacking meals, what you can do, you can switch to these Knorr little entrees here. This is a 4-cheese risotto, and all you have to do is mix this with hot water. Now this is going to take a little bit of cooking time, so if fuel is one of your concerns that you're bringing with you, then this may or may not be the right thing to bring, because this will take about 5 or 10 minutes of actually cooking with fuel as opposed to spending 2 or 3 minutes boiling water. Another one here is this white cheddar and broccoli with something I can't pronounce, pasta. It's actually pretty good too, and these are really good if you have more than one person. If it's just one person, you might want to take these and put them in Ziploc bags to make them a little bit smaller, because there's actually, it says this is 1 serving in here, which is 380 calories, but this will fill you up unless you're very hungry. But once again, another great alternative. And now what I'll do is I'll go into some of the utensils it takes, as well as some of the things that you can use when you're car camping and backpacking. This is an example of a very simple cook setup that can be used in the outdoors. It basically has 4 components to it. It has the stove, it has a pot, and it has a frying pan And finally, it has a propane bottle. All of these will work together to make a very delicious meal. The pot can be used for boiling water or for cooking something in. The pan is used for frying, and because it's cast iron, you can actually store food in it for a short amount of time when it's cold outside, and the cast iron will retain the heat. The propane bottle, this one here is by Coleman, it's a 1-pound bottle, will fuel this stove, and you'll be able to cook many, many meals on it before it runs low. The propane bottle can also be used for using with a lantern or using with a portable heater. This is the kit I use whenever I'm backpacking. As you can see, it's very compact and everything nests inside of itself. Now let's take this apart and see what it looks like. This is my cooking kit expanded. With the exception of the butane bottle, which is right below everything fit inside of that orange mesh pouch, and everything was nested. On top is a Toke 750 milliliter pot. Right below that is the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. A great heating source. Around that is a windshield, aluminum windshield, and that's used on windy days to help make the burning more efficient. Below that's the isobutane bottle, which is your fuel for the stove, and then directly below that is a sparker, and that's used to light up the oven. Next to that is a Toke's 450 milliliter cup. That's just used for drinking, and it's a little less than 2 cups of water. Okay, everybody, so those are some of the basic things that you're going to need in order to go out camping in the outdoors. Like I said, when you're car camping or base camping, bring the stove, bring the pot, bring anything that you want to bring because you got plenty of space and weight is not an issue. When you're backpacking and weight is an issue, that's when you want to bring the smaller items, the lighter items, the items that have less moisture in them because the less water you have to carry, and at the end of the day, your back will be really thanking you for that type of stuff. Because remember, water weighs 2.2 pounds per liter. So the more you bring, the more you have to carry. With that said, if you liked the video, please like it. If you want to subscribe and you haven't done it already, please feel free to hit that subscribe button on the bottom. I want to get these messages out to as many people as I can that camping is fun. So thank you very much, and we look forward to the next video.